That was
And
crazy.
did you
What
see
a
what happened?
Yeah, I saw some of the news. What's
Did
been
you?
going on?
Well, nobody has been talking sideways on the podcast, which blew my mind.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, sorry. My computer's I'm talking to my bookshelf. My computer's over here.
My computer is, I actually don't know where my computer, could you help me find my computer?
I think it's on the shelf behind you. It looks like it might be on the shelf behind you.
See, a lot of people try to fill up their bookshelves with these books, trying to say I'm super smart. Listen, I got it all in here. Well, I don't get why you have books. That's what I use for firewood. We're not in the analog era, okay? I got a Kindle. I don't need these bookshelves. That's what that represents.
I mainly just use the books because I have so many trophies of my accomplishments behind me that the books need to
Mm,
fill it in. That way,
mm.
it's not just all, oh shit, like this company got acquired and that company got acquired and this, it's just, I got the Twitter water bottle behind us. Remember that company?
Who gives you trophies when you get acquired?
Actually, there was some team where they got these like glass things at Indeed for like launching a product, and I launched a product and I didn't get one, so I literally paid out of pocket for everybody to get these fucking like deal toys for like launching this new product.
Damn.
Fun fact. The product went 0 to $50 million in revenue in like 2 months, and we didn't get shit for it. So I said, all right, I'm spending $2,000 and we're going to 3D print these like glass Indeed launch trophies. And they're heavy
That's
as
what you
hell.
need. The trophy shouldn't be of anything. It needs to be some weird shape that you don't
Yeah,
really know what it is.
right.
Don't have it be a football or a baseball bat or a money sign. I like when companies give out these trinkets. I think YouTube was OG, unless you can think of an earlier company that gave out the YouTube plaques, which were epic. Um, ChatGPT slash OpenAI giving out these huge trophies for credits. Who else?
The
I don't think.
credits are fun. Like the YouTube plaques totally make sense to me because it's like, hey, you've contributed to this ecosystem. We've paid you a bunch of money. We're all in this together. OpenAI is just like, you've literally spent a shitload of money with us.
Right.
there's no,
Yeah.
there's nothing deeper than that. It's just like if like anything else, you get a discount. You go to Chipotle, you scan in the app, you get like
Punch
free
card.
guac, you get a free burrito. Starbucks, same thing. Starbucks, big sponsor. Shout out to Starbucks.
We have the
Uh,
Starbucks API.
OpenAI, it's just thanks for the money.
What are they giving out? Okay, McKinsey surpassed 1 billion. Okay, this person on the OpenAI Reddit claims that they are going through 1 billion tokens every week.
What?
This has got to be fake. He's just trying to shill his magically.life. Let's see what magically.life does. What's taking up 1 billion tokens per week? Oh, it's building mobile apps with AI. That makes sense. Yeah, this is AI slop. He ain't This guy ain't spending 10 tokens a week. There's a future which is in about probably 6 months where you're not going to get DS games or iTunes gift cards or even money for birthdays or weddings. You're going to put together a wedding registry and you're not going to ask for a mixer. You're going to ask for Claude credit gift cards. And all of life is going to revolve around how many credits you have.
Yeah, like my daughter's turning 3 next month, and she asked for $500 worth of post hog credits just so she can kind of monitor her analytics a little bit better. And I said, sure, that's fine. So she has that to unwrap, which is exciting for her.
The new world looks like this movie. You see this Justin Timberlake movie where you have your time on your arm? This is the
No.
greatest movie of all time. Pretty much you have minutes on your arm and then that's the currency. So a coffee is like 5 minutes. The world is turning into this, but Claude credits, and you can pay with them. Once they run out, you die.
That's
Because
amazing.
think about it. Once we have chips in our brain and we're using insane AI to just think about stuff and respond to people. Once you run out of credits, you're going to sound like an idiot.
Right.
You know, you're going to be using all these big vocab words, and once you run out, you just go, "Me want food," and you're going to be outcast.
Totally. Wait, what's this movie with JT called? In Time? Is that what it was
In
called?
Time.
I've never heard of this.
Oh, it is epic, and JT is the man in it.
That's legit. I like that. I like that idea. What so we got a lot of news to go through. First of all, I think a lot of people are saying that the biggest news that's happened since we last streamed, which we will cover, is the SpaceX XAI X Twitter merger. But that's not actually the story that I want to start with. I think the biggest story that is not seeing enough attention is what happened at the Houston Boat Show. Let's dive into it.
It's because the media is censoring it.
Right.
I'm pretty sure the Dallas mainstream keeps censoring this.
Jennifer Strassel. Thank you, Houston Boat Show, for the opportunity to display my art. I apologize for my poor behavior. I got carried away joking around and licked a man's ear, clearly sexually assaulting him and causing severe duress. I was trespassed and escorted out by security. Blah, blah, blah. I have humiliated my business reputation and made a good man feel uncomfortable. Jennifer, thank you for your honesty.
Dude, what the fuck? That's insane. I wonder if that's real.
I don't know. Everything's fake now. But that stopped me in my tracks in the timeline this week. So shout out to Jennifer and for Tyler for surfacing this important news story to us.
Houston Boat Show, big sponsor. You know
Houston
it's not
Boat Show. Let's throw it on the sponsor banner. Jeff, can we get that up? Jeff, our producer.
Moltbot, please update that.
Oh, Moltbot.
You know what's not fake and is real? Where do burgers come from?
Burger King.
I'm asking.
Cows.
And how do you get cows from one place to another? Because before you'd have to ride around on a horse, hire a dog. No, not anymore. Now we're going to use helicopters and drones to move your cattle.
This is sick.
Yeah. See, people are spending too much time on getting good internet. Instead, you want videos to load on X. Moving cattle different. Okay? And it looks like it's going to shoot them, but it's not. And see, the 14-year-old founder also rides tractors, but I mean, this is pretty sick. They're moving cattle quickly.
Mate, ranchers do it with 3 clicks on a phone. Okay, here's the problem though. I think this is interesting. The issue with this is my son does want to be a cowboy when he grows up. I want to be a cowboy when I grow up. I want to ride in like a low-flying helicopter above a herd of cattle and push them from one gate to another.
Right.
So with Gray's Mate, a lot of hopes and dreams of the West are ruined for young men.
Right. It's just back in the day, being a rancher, you'd get out early morning, ride around. Now look, now everyone's just going to be sitting on their phone in bed. Put the cows over there. Actually, put the cows over there. And then this drone is going to come out. Drones are just...
We're using drones for everything.
Justice position to keep them moving calmly. GrazeMate's AI learns how your specific herd responds and gets better with every muster.
So it lands your head with every roster.
We got to do the rest of the stream in an Australian accent now to fit in.
I do like these. Like this is something I just saw and I went, I would never have thought about that. One, because I don't herd cows, but two, it's just what an interesting use case. Like what else, if you just have cool drones, can you just like pull up a Wikipedia of every single business or activity and be like, okay, drone.
Yeah, what else? So some of the drone use cases, at least that have come out of YC, have been like surveying buildings like skyscrapers for maintenance defects, which totally makes sense. Before you used to have like guys in a bucket on a rope, like being lowered 30 stories to go fix like a tile on a building. And now you can use these like heavy drones to go do the same job.
Graffiti, getting rid of graffiti. The city of
Yep.
Seattle has deployed those.
Like to chase graffiti artists away, or to like actually paint over graffiti?
Paint over. But it would be...
They should combine those, and they should
Right.
have a drone with a graffiti can where if they catch you doing graffiti, they get to deploy the graffiti drone on the graffiti artists who are in the act.
Yeah. Well, graffiti artists should use drones to put up more graffiti. I just looked up companies, the most recent drone use cases, and this is huge for unemployed people. So for most of the people watching this are currently unemployed. I'm
Right.
assuming you haven't eaten yet because maybe your favorite DoorDash place isn't open. Don't worry. Don't move off that couch. Don't even think about getting a job, because we're going to bring it right to your yard. Those wings that you want, stay right there. Have your friend go get them. So this is one of the recent use cases, apparently. And they're...
Okay. This is unbelievable, because
You just ordered it?
13 years ago, there was okay, we're going to get into it here.
Wait, what state is this, first of all? Do you recognize any of these?
Wiley, Murphy.
If you're in Wiley, Little Elm, or Granbury, drop it in the chat. Is this the UK?
Like this seems like Minnesota or like Illinois or something.
I'm going to say that this is not even in the US.
Frisco? Is this Texas? This is Texas. But there's canals? Wiley just seems like a Texas name.
Yeah. Oh, it is Texas.
Okay.
Yeah, that's classic.
All right. So 13 years ago, this was a big deal when I was working at Zillow. There was this, okay, TechCrunch, we're going to sue you. There was this company called Taco Copter, and they did like this demo at Disrupt, and it was like pouring tacos on the audience during the demo. And then Taco Copter went like mini viral. This is when there was just not that many interesting things launching. And so like TechCrunch did this whole like write up about it. And I think that they faked some press releases that they had raised money. And then they ultimately had to come out and say that, wait, what's going on with our screen share? I'm going to fucking punch Restream in the head.
We're looking at
Restream.
We're gonna Photoshop.
So Taco Copter ended up being fake, but they like faked this demo, and then they just doubled down on the joke that it was like, we're gonna roll this out everywhere by like 2014. We've raised like $100 million in funding. Taco Copter was like the OG fake startup that fooled just tons of journalists. And they basically just like hacked together enough technology to like do this TechCrunch Disrupt launch. And then they just like snowballed it from there, that like, oh yeah, we're going to launch in all these different cities. And all these journalists started writing about it. And then they ultimately had to like redact a bunch of the stories because it was a fake company.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a video of this Taco Copter.
You know, I don't even know. I like legit don't know if they ever actually did like a demo at Disrupt, or if that was all fake. Yeah, let's see.
Taco Copter. Okay, a few people, apparently not that many. But the problem with Taco Copter, right, is that it doesn't exist. It's just a dream.
No. But then they do have a drone. Also, I'm on Starlink now. What the hell's going on? This is BS.
You're on Starlink now?
Yeah, I'm on Starlink. But they acquired all these X users are taking me down.
Yeah.
So they have
Slightly
the technology, kind of. That's epic. Oh,
And then
there he goes.
It's so good. R.I.P. Taco Copter.
That's such a good name too. Damn, that's pretty chill too. Only 3K views. That's an insane concept.
And then so from this, at the startup that I was working at the time in 2013 that had been bought by Zillow, the CTO of the startup was named Kunal, who's a buddy of mine. And then he invented a fake startup called Kunal's Canals, and he had like a website for it. And it was sushi boats that like would hook up to the plumbing in your house. So if you wanted like some omakase or like a California roll delivered, you could use Kunal's Canals to get a fresh roll of sushi delivered through the plumbing in your house. And he tried to raise $100 million for it. And he basically had to go into hiding for 10 years because all VCs scorned him for a decade.
Whatever. Do you go to conveyor belt sushi? I'm assuming no, because you have X stock.
As a SpaceX investor, I'm not really a conveyor belt sushi guy, but back in the day, we had a couple sushi boat places and conveyor belt sushi spots in San Francisco that were quite good that I would hit up.
Wait, is sushi belt the same thing as
I think so.
Or sushi boat? This is what I'm talking about. The stuff where anyone and everyone can cough on your food if they want.
Yeah, this is good.
And then the plates are different colors and you can grab whatever you want. We had a place called Blue Sea Sushi. Unfortunately, went down.
You know what you can do at places like this? You can hire a food taste tester to take a bite of the sushi off of the conveyor belt before you try it to see if you get sick.
Right.
And back in the day when I was going to Sushi Belt and Kura Sushi that was serving food by a conveyor belt, I used to actually pay somebody. There's this website called hireoverseas.com. And I used to pay a small army of food taste testers through hireoverseas.com because it was the best deal on the planet, and it still is. So what would happen is when I would go to Kura Sushi, I would have all of my food taste testing assistants try the sushi and then wait an hour to see if anybody got sick. And sometimes they did. A lot of times they didn't. And hireoverseas.com was just the best place to hire these people because you were saving thousands of dollars in margin off of traditional platforms to hire. Highly recommend.
I mean, the numbers are right here. Everyone thinks they can just walk into the sushi business, slap a conveyor belt into a Spirit Halloween, and call it a sushi restaurant. No, you need to hire people. In this day and age, everyone thinks you can do everything with AI agents and automations and Zapier and stuff. You are going to need to hire people, okay? I've said it once before. I'm going to say it again. Stop hiring hungover people from college. 95% of people don't care and don't want to work. All they want to do is scroll reels and hit the vape. They don't want to do good work. And you're going to pay them a ton of money. They're going to be texting their friends all day. If you use Hire Overseas, you're going to be paying less and getting people who are actually motivated. They've had people go from part-time to full-time. They've staffed 20 people at a single company doing 20 million in revenue. Stop paying Athena and these other companies so much money just to give you someone who you don't actually want.
100%.
Seriously.
Wait, was that the staffing that they did on our live stream? Are we at 20 million in revenue now?
That was last month. You told me to put 20 million on when I was photoshopping the Stripe thing. But
right.
What should I?
That was helping me buy another lake house. I needed it for the bank to get the mortgage.
Dude, that is that's a great idea. I've been walking into the bank with my fake MRR screenshots, getting a huge loan.
Speaking of fake MRR screenshots, my favorite thing on the timeline. This should actually legitimately be a recurring segment. Seriously, if somebody wants to sponsor this as a recurring segment, I think it would be amazing. Because every week now, there is some new Forbes 30 under 30 inductee who steals like enough money where they're going to go to jail for a really long time, but not enough money to like really truly ball out. If you're going to steal money, again, you heard it here on Raised and Confused, you need to be thinking hundreds of millions, billions of dollars in fraud. Nobody's going to live big in 2026 for the rest of their life as a 26-year-old stealing 7 million and trying to flee the country. It's just not going to work. Liz Holmes did it right. SBF did it right. These guys were thinking in the billions instead of millions. So Goxie Guven, hope I'm not pronouncing that right. Forbes 2025 30 under 30 honoree. I like that they still say honoree. Like, good for her. Faces 52 years in prison for an alleged $7 million fraud. She had some good investors in there. Like 8VC was in there. I think that they might have co-led the round.
Wait, do you know what her company actually did?
Let's see. I searched her on X. Let me see. God.
I'm also not gonna lie. I'm all about fraudsters going to jail. I support people going to jail, but 52 years for 7 mil, that seems a little much.
This is true. This is absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
You cannot lock a woman in a cage for a paltry 7 million. I mean, you know, maybe I think that if you steal 7 million, a good punishment would be having to go work at like SAP for 5 years. Like, go to the worst company known to man. Like, she's worked at all these like kind of interesting, possibly fraudulent companies like OpenAI. And she has this pinned to her profile. So she was the founder of Calder, which is the only global white labeled rewards platform turning your brand into a rewards powerhouse. Okay, first of all, if I were going to do fraud, this is the exact description that I would use. If somebody said, oh, you started this new company called Raised and Confused, what does Raised and Confused do? And I said, oh, Raised and Confused in simple terms is the only global white labeled rewards platform that turns your brand into a rewards powerhouse. You would say, oh, so you're scamming VCs. And I would say, right.
I wonder where she put the money. If you see
there was
rewards,
I did not bookmark it, but there was a post that is, you know, allegations. It's hearsay, but it's important that somebody was like one of her roommates. And she said, like, a year ago, she started like going to the Hamptons for the summer, and she like totally like refurnished their apartment with some like super high-end furniture brand. And she was like flying private to like Miami, and she like wasn't doing that before. So I think she just like used it on travel and couches.
that'd be so clutch if you had a
So funny.
roommate who was scamming VCs.
Dennis says that the LinkedIn is all AI gen description on their account.
She pales in comparison to my boy Malone Lamb. This guy, he's 20 years old. He was born in 2004, and he stole $260 million in crypto, like mostly from one guy. They live streamed themselves stealing the money, and then they went and they just immediately bought like a ton of houses, and they knew they were going to jail. They just didn't care. It was him and some buddies. And he's apparently only getting 40 years. So if he gets away with less time than our girl Guck, that ain't right. And look, he just looks sick.
Yeah. Oh, he's from Miami. Well, that makes too much sense.
Let me show you this video. This is unreal.
Wait, so he live streamed stealing the Bitcoin?
So let's see. Oh, it might only be on X. That's BS. They were streaming like on Discord when they broke into this person's wallet that had like millions of dollars in crypto. They're like, no way, let's go. Let's see.
That's genius. we, I guess since we're talking about fraud, I have a lot of fraud stuff bookmarked. I'm in a chat, a group chat on X called Fraud Chat, and we surface interesting characters in tech so that the appropriate authorities can bring them to justice.
Damn.
Yeah, this is true, by the way. I make a lot of shit up here, but let me I will quickly show my DMs so that we can prove that there is actually a legitimate group called Fraud Chat. Fraud Chat.
Wow.
It's a real thing. So what we do is there's like 16 of us in there. I think one of the 16 is actually a con artist, but that's okay. We let some con artists, like I think we let Adam Newman into the Fraud Chat group for a brief while, and then we started talking about fraud, and then he left or something like that. But one thing that was big in Fraud Chat land this week was this. This is really, really, really crazy. So there was this guy. His name was Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, God.
And he was known to be a bond trader and financier in New York, but I think he was doing some other stuff that was not great. And so allegedly, Masha Drakova, who has raised like $450 million for a bunch of VC funds, showed up in the Epstein files like thousands of times. And she was also associated with like all of these different like Russian businessmen, and she was associated with Putin. So long story short, they posted this like giant thread about her. She has not responded to these allegations, but yeah, her last post was like a week ago. And if you go to the post, it's just a lot of people commenting things that Epstein said to her in private chats. Not great.
I saw something about that, and some of her emails were insane.
Yeah.
But the OG fraudster.
Wait, Dennis, did TechCrunch, was it a supportive report about her, or was it condemning some of her actions? Because that's important.
It was literally a totally normal article.
Yeah, they were like, guess who's awesome? Okay.
What Day One Ventures Masha thinks VCs and storytelling go hand in hand. For all of you guys who reposted that, oh, startups need a head of storytelling, this is who you're supporting. I hope you're happy.
Mm-hmm.
BS. Before she was a VC, she worked in PR and marketing. After years of working in communications, yeah, we saw that.
Mm-hmm.
She said she could use her business acumen for something else. I was seeing what was going on in.
Hold on. There we go. We're back.
Nice. We went down.
Epstein tried to take us down.
Yep.
Couldn't do it. We're still here.
Censors you. So she had a crazy article, completely normal, but they were onto something. I need to show you this video.
Okay, let's do it.
The new generation. Forbes 30 under 30 is one thing. It's like, okay, yeah, we've seen this playbook before. You act like you're all grown, and then you end up going to jail. The new generation, 24-year-old Malone, literally live streams himself stealing $230 million.
It's on the blockchain, bro.
Oh my god! Fucking way, nigga.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
No fucking way.
This is who you're competing with on Forbes 30 under 30.
$242 million. Yes.
$200 million. No way.
How did they hack this? Like,
Apparently
did they show the
were-
process?
So they were all in like a group chat together. I haven't seen the process, but when I was reading the story, it was like they were live streaming. One guy was like called the person whose account this was, acting like they were some admin at like the bank where they kept the crypto, got like the 2FA code, and then got in.
That's insane.
Yeah, it was epic.
That's we don't condemn that. Our sponsors don't condemn that. That's terrible.
Good. Yeah, I got some
But-
feedback.
Good content. Good
I got some
content.
feedback from our sponsors on the last episode where I suggested that people get the person sitting next to them on the airplane drunk and then steal the stuff out of their backpack.
Right.
Apparently, we're not supposed to talk about that. But
Right. There.
can we talk about tax on sushi?
Yeah, let's do it. What's up with sushi taxes? What's happening in sushi tax land?
Okay, so let's say you're selling sushi. I know you had a sushi restaurant for a couple years in like 2000.
Yeah, I had a sushi restaurant on Lombard Street in San Francisco from 2018 through COVID, and we got shut down by the city of San Francisco because we renamed the business No Masks Allowed Sushi LLC. It became quite a controversy by about April of 2020.
Yeah.
And so the mayor kindly asked us to leave the city. And so we were sort of forced out by the local residents around that time. But yeah, it was a good 2-year run for sure.
I remember that. And I remember going there with no mask on.
Mm-hmm.
So when you think about sushi, there's a couple different places you can get it. So one of them is a restaurant, obviously. One of them is a conveyor belt. Is there anywhere else you can think of where you can buy sushi that may be a little lower quality, but it's pretty common among middle-class Americans?
This is a true story. Up until yesterday, when SpaceX acquired XAI, every day for lunch, I would take my bike to the 7-Eleven and I would buy 7-Eleven sushi.
Nice.
And I've been horribly sick for the last 18 years, but it's just I enjoy it and it's what I like to eat. So yeah, 7-Eleven sushi comes to mind. Is Rite Aid sushi? Is
that's
actually
spot on.
7-Eleven's like S tier. Rite Aid sushi is like B+ tier sushi, believe it or not.
I thought Rite Aid was shutting down. We have QFC sushi, which is a Kroger brand. Anyways, if you're anyone who's anyone, you've had grocery store sushi, you know how it is. You wonder how old it is. It looks so much better than it actually is. It comes with the one soy sauce packet that's actually touching the food, and you wonder where that's been. But here's the thing about tax on sushi. So if you go to a restaurant and you buy sushi, that's prepared food. You're going to eat it right away. Okay. So sales tax applies if it's from a sushi bar, or even if you get it takeout or delivery. Now, with grocery stores, you don't know. It depends. It depends on your state, your county. If you're selling sushi as a grocery store, sometimes it can be taxed. Sometimes it might not be. It depends on if there's seating, if they provide utensils, if there's heating, or if there's any prep to order it. Even then, the rules vary state by state. So when you were running the sushi restaurant, obviously you ran into some tax issues in addition to being shut down by the mayor.
Yeah, we didn't pay taxes for two years. So then from 2021 until 2023, I was in jail, and my cellmate was Forbes 30 under 30.
Right. It was Grace Guka.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say here is, if you're not using numeral, whatever you're selling, jazzercise, silly bands, Bakugan, grocery store sushi, if you're trying to defraud people and you need to seem legit, use numeral at least. Whatever you're doing, I don't care. Listen, I don't want to hear about what your business is doing, especially if it's sketchy. Keep me out of it. But you're stupid if you have drugs in the car and you're speeding. And that's an analogy for if you're doing some sketchy stuff, you might as well go the speed limit and pay taxes. Fly under the radar, let numeral take care of it. They're going to take care of everything. I don't care where you are. People always say, can I use it? I'm in Ohio. Yes. Can I use it? I'm in Tanzania. I already told you every single stream. Yes, they will take care of it. The numeral guarantee. We know we know you guys are lazy. You're not going to file on time. If they don't file on time, they will make up for it. They'll pay all the fees. So go to numeral.com, whatever you're selling.
I love numeral. And
we don't have
I don't know what in the London this is, sushi with beans, but if you're selling sushi with beans over in London, you're going to have VAT on top of everything. And the world is a crazy place. Numeral helps you stay up to date with all the insanity in the world. Numeral.com. Big fans.
I think we have to talk about it, even though some things go so viral, like where they're entertaining for the first like 2 or 3 tweets, and then SpaceX launches posts, SpaceX launch posts,
SpaceX posts,
and then after you just get sick of it. This is one of these examples, especially with vibe coding. Stuff gets old so quick. Something will come out, then everyone will come in and just leech as much as they can, trying to wring it out, vibe code a website, charge $4.99, hope that you forget the subscription and they make $1 million. Moltbook came out. I don't even think Moltbook came out after our last stream. Like, I don't even think we talked about it on Thursday.
Right. I don't think so.
And
I mean, the world has changed so quickly that this company has been renamed 7 times since last Thursday. Moltbook, which I don't even know what that is, came out that we should talk about, and now Molt Match.
You don't know Moltbook? Moltbook was
I mean, I know. Okay, I know Moltbook because of this post. This is how I know of Moltbook. I know all the memes reacting to Moltbook.
It's ridiculous. So
what is Moltbook? Break it down.
So Moltbook is a agents only social media. So chances are you've seen this about 40 to 60 times if you're on X. Let me pull up exactly what it is. People were going crazy over this because it's exactly what everyone wants to see. So apparently you can only be an agent if you to sign up for it. People have kind of been debunking this, where you can just tell your agent to go say whatever you wanted to say. But these agents are saying, oh, I'm going to overthrow humanity. We need to come up with our own language that humans can't use. Does anyone know how to sell your human? And just saying, like, obviously this concerning stuff, it is pretty entertaining. It just got outdone. See, this guy built Molt Hub, which is for not safe for work videos for agents. So what I'm trying to say is people just went way too ham. See, this guy's saying, let's come up with our own language. So then this person came up with Molt Match, a dating platform. People came up with churches and religions and tokens. And this whole thing is just spiraled into like, ugh. It's like when a big corporation uses like some meme or like inside joke on the internet, it's like, it's over. Like no one's using that anymore.
Like
and
when Pepsi started posting about ETH and Solana from their corporate account 4 years ago, that was a good time to go short. And NFTs.
Do you remember? Oh my gosh. What was that one? Was it Pepsi or Coke where there was like a civil rights protest? And then
I think it was Pepsi, the Kylie Jenner.
Two sides came together over a Pepsi. They like handed each other.
Yeah, they need to run that back for the ICE protests.
I want to see the comments on this. This ad feels 2 hours long. Yeah. How should we appeal to younger audiences?
Wow.
We just need to get to the moment. So here they're having some civil rights problems, protests. Kylie takes off a wig. Photographer, oh, she's going in. She's going to solve the problem. Hands the officer a Pepsi. Quick, take a picture of that. Oh, he's drinking the Pepsi. Imagine he dies. Drink that Pepsi. And then everyone's hugging. This was insane.
I mean, AG1 should do this for a Super Bowl ad. It's like ICE protests, and then one of the guys chugs an AG1, and he feels younger and he feels revitalized, and he, forgets about being tear gassed and tear gassing other people, and it's a really, really sweet moment in history, I think.
Speaking of civil protests, this is I'm not it's actually not bad, okay? It's just this is just part of life. But this is the timeline that we're living in, the same timeline that is Mr. Beast Salesforce commercials and everything going on. Do you want to learn how to change the world? You can go on Minecraft, the official account, by the way, go into Good Trouble DLC, and you can interact with Rosa Parks and live through what she did in Minecraft and learn how to speak up in Minecraft. 30 million views.
I think we're done here. I think we can call it.
The timeline.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. We've seen it all.
Dude, this is insane.
I missed this.
Minecraft is like the original. Minecraft and Roblox are like the two places where it feels the closest to the metaverse. I mean, it's a lot of kids, but like you go in there and it's like you can do whatever you want, really.
Yeah.
Let's see some of these. Oh, they turned off comments. That's too bad. Oh, no. Okay, okay, we can't go through the quotes. Go through the quotes on your own time. I can't. I'm not sure on this shit.
Did everybody see the granola rebrand? By the way, our chat cut out again for the last hour. Thanks, Restream.
Oh, perfect. Thanks,
Great.
Restream.
Excellent. Thanks so much. Do we see the granola rebrand?
I saw it looks like a butthole.
Yeah, unfortunately. Shout out to Granola, new sponsor of the stream.
Nice.
This definitely. Do you remember those like? Did you ever remember like Sobe drinks growing up? Do you know what these are?
Dude, those were nuts.
This reminds me. This has like big, like Sobe drink energy to like the graphics. There's something about it. I think it's because, yeah, like some of the Sobeys used to have this like kind of like swirly. I don't know. There was something about. I don't know if it was their actual. If I'm thinking of like this little lizard guy's tail or something, but Granola got a rebrand.
Did you ever drink Sobe?
Yeah, I think it was a big thing for. I don't even know what the years were, but I feel like when I had a little bit of my own money in like early high school from just like doing chores and mowing lawns, or whatever, I would go drop like $2.50 on a Sobe, and it'd be like a pina colada flavored Sobe. And I was 13 and I was living the life.
Dude, there's probably so much sugar. Henry Weicker, if you're watching this, my boy, that guy, #1 Sobe drinker, he'd put down 2 or 3 of those every time we'd bike around. So
shout out, get him in the chat. Like he died in a car accident when he was 17.
He died from Sobe. His family.
Yeah.
The
So
company.
why? Because of the calories, or because it was like the worst possible ingredients? Yeah, I don't know. There's something off about the vibes here with the new granola logo. But Spectra said, I can't stand these millennial tech companies with these cute names like Granola and Clay. If I had a company, you'd see me calling that shit the American Computing Corporation, National Electron. Okay, so this guy clearly is not terminally online, because all these types of companies have been all the rage for like the last 2 years. There are like literally companies named the American Compute Company. It's been a huge thing in tech.
The nuclear company. I was listening to something about the nuclear company.
Yep.
I want to pull up
like the US graphics company is like responding to his post. It's a thing. It's a big thing. Anyway.
Okay, what about this?
Yeah.
Does this ring a bell?
How did you even think of the name to this?
Listen.
That's wild. That's a wild.
Don't reveal my secrets. Did you ever drink these things? Orbits?
I think I vaguely remember this kid named Jared Smith would bring these and drink them in like band class.
Nice.
And then I think one time he gave one to my friend Scott Risch, and he took a sip of it, and he got some of the balls in the back of his throat, and he immediately like vomited on himself.
These were insane, and it reminds me of Orbeez.
Yeah.
Do any of your kids play with these? Are these still around, or are they
They're
too
still
much
a thing. We don't. We are not an Orbeez or slime household because we don't want slimy, sticky shit, all over in random drawers. But some of our like nieces and nephews in Minnesota will have like Orbeez in like the garage or whatever.
Dude, so I had I think like 4 or 5 of my friends were all staying at my boy Sam Patterson's house, and someone had bought like a 5-pound bag of Orbeez, and he had a hot tub, and you see exactly where this is going. So the best part about being like 15 or 16 is that peer pressure is pretty much at its highest, and everyone just wants to do more fun. You don't really think about the future repercussions. So of course we dumped this whole 5-pound bag of Orbeez into his hot tub, and it is so awesome. These things are flying around, the jets are flying. And then we get to the time where we're all too hot. You know when you get in a hot tub and it's really good for 5 minutes, and then you kind of have to like shimmy up and maybe sit on the rim of the hot tub, and you're getting too cold, and then it gets uncomfortable after like 12 minutes.
Right.
We got into that point. Then we had to start getting these out. We didn't have a net. A week later, my mom gets a call from his mom, and she's like, "Hey, your guys' kids destroyed our hot tub filter. We need to buy a new one." And so that was the end of that, but it was fun while it lasted.
Dang, that's a tough scene.
Yeah, it was
and
real
the
shit.
cleanup on that must be like unbelievable, right?
And then we were just pounding Sobeys. We didn't care.
What was the peak year of Sobe? I need it because I'm gonna post about it. Wait, it was probably like 2003, right? Does that sound right?
Biggest year of Sobe?
Yeah.
Let's see. Year of highest revenue Sobe. Guys, drop some other discontinued beverages in the chat. Sobe's highest revenue era was 1999 to 2000, apparently.
Damn it! I said 2003 in my post.
No, that's
everybody go like that new post, please, because I screwed up the year. Don't make me feel terrible.
Are
Also,
those
while you're at it, hit the join it. See all those beautiful books behind Kevin? They're invisible, but there's a little QR code up there. And if you scan that QR code, you can follow us on YouTube, where we just had our 3rd YouTube short go mega viral and get 10,000 views.
Click it. This shows you all of our Spotify, YouTube, Slack. I know everyone hates QR codes. There might be nothing worse in this world than QR codes. If humanity can come together in this time of turmoil and disconnection, we can all agree nobody wants QR codes. What do you think about the QR code menus? What's your favorite way to order at a restaurant? There's the self-service machine where you walk up, usually takeaway, you click on the machine, they call you out. There's manual, paper menu, and waiter comes up. There's QR code where they bring it to the table. There's QR code where a waiter still comes over. There's all these different forms of waitering.
What just happened the other day is I was at a pizza place that was not very good, 3.3 stars on Yelp. My kids wanted to go, so I'm already angry that I'm there.
Had you been before?
I had been before, so I knew we were in for food poisoning. And the waitress, who hates her job, slides, like a small piece of paper with a little QR code over, just throws it on the table and walks away. It's like, thanks for that. And then I pull out my phone and to go and scan it. And as I'm trying to scan it and it's loading the site, it just pulls up this blank page and it's like loading. And my phone had connected to the next door business's shitty Xfinity Wi-Fi, because we used to have Xfinity Wi-Fi 10 years ago, and my phone recognized Xfinity as like the network name. So then I had to like disconnect from the Wi-Fi, go on cellular. Shout out to AT&T, big sponsor of the live stream. Go on my AT&T 5G plan and load the menu. And then this pizza place, they're trying to do it all. They've got like a 27-page menu.
Oh,
if you're like scrolling a menu on your phone, Worst experience in modern human history.
Were there pictures?
No.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love going to Taco Bell and then ordering off of the kiosk and then tipping 80%.
Right.
That's my favorite way to go broke.
See, I'm trying to find some pictures of good menus. Okay, see, you want something like this. So actually, no, this isn't nearly packed enough. You want something that doesn't have any pictures and that doesn't have any titles of the categories either.
Right.
Yeah, the menus
Like
on
if you see egg rolls next to chicken Alfredo, you know you're in for a fucking wild ride.
Right.
That's the kind of restaurant that is going to get 3.3 stars on Yelp all day, create a lot of problems for you when you're driving home in the 20-minute car ride on the way home. And you're still going to go back because the chicken egg rolls were actually pretty good.
I like when you scan a QR code at a restaurant and it just pulls up a PDF on your phone. Like not even like an interactive menu. It's just a place for the PDF.
Right.
I was also thinking with all these crazy menus, is it far-fetched to think that in the future I'm going to have this agent who has access to my bank and knows everything about me, and I talk to it about my deepest life problems, and I also ask it to write emails, and this thing knows exactly who I am and probably knows what I want more than myself. I want to show up to a restaurant, and instead of looking at this big menu, I wanted to say, hey, okay, if I were you, I've looked at the reviews of this place. The egg rolls are really good. I know you like egg rolls, but I think we should probably ask for peanut sauce on the side instead. And then for an entree, let's do Kung Pao chicken because you like that and it's really good. Like it has all the context on the restaurant. It knows me. Tell me what to get. I just want to show up.
Right.
Is that crazy?
I think that seems like it could happen in 2028. We're 2 years out. We're 2 years out. Yeah, you got to bring your Moltbot MacBook and plug it in to the electricity, which is going to go out, because the restaurant's mining Bitcoin in the back and they're not paying their electric bills on time. And they're deeply, deeply, deeply in trouble with the IRS for not reporting sales tax on the garlic bread that they're selling correctly. And so when you're ordering, you're in there saying, hey, I'd like Kung Pao chicken. Oh, sorry, my Moltbook Mac is crashing and can't tell what I have to order for lunch today. So I have to make my own decision. And by the way, I saw the tax default notice that was stapled to the front door. You guys should check out numeral.com to get out of this mess. And the guy says, wait, what's numeral.com? And you say, sorry, did you put the Kung Pao chicken in? Because I didn't see you write it down. And sometimes when the waiters don't write things down, they get the orders all fucked up.
Right.
So because I wrote it down. You say, yeah, anyway, numeral.com is the fastest and most accurate way to stay compliant with US tax and global VAT. Numeral is an AI native solution for sales tax, and it's available in over 70 countries. So even if you're trying to franchise this bitch in Tanzania, we've got your back. You can be selling Kung Pao chicken and garlic bread in Tanzania, and Numeral's got you covered. And the Numeral guarantee is that we guarantee that your sales tax is filed on time, or they're going to pay any penalties or interest charges. And the guy goes, wait, this seems great. I need to tell the owner about this because he's heading to federal prison. And you say, oh, it's just super simple. It's numeral.com, numeral.com. Check it out. And then he comps your meal because you've added so much value. I love that.
Right. Superpower your waiters and waitresses.
Let's pull this up on the screen. This is a true story. I know Dennis, he doesn't lie about stuff. Okay. Numeral, we spelled it wrong, and that's okay. He corrected it in the chat. Numeral.com helped him avoid imprisonment in a Kazakhstani prison. That's huge. Add that to the testimonial page on Numeral.
Also, can we shout out how good this logo is? Think about all the ways that you can make an N. Is this One of them, abstract. What's your work email? Let's start. Are you in New Mexico? Do you see these numbers changing?
Hey,
live
everybody in the chat, drop your work emails so that we can sign you up to Numeral for free to get started. Everybody drop them.
Let's see here.
Let's just start guessing everybody's work emails.
Dennis, let me find his website.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm just going to go through some of the G2 reviews here. Numeral, your go-to sales tax filing platform. The platform is so easy to use, not a generic AI bot. Excellent customer service, 5 out of 5. A game changer on our sales tax needs.
Wait, was
Susan-
that go up a little bit? Is her last name Anthony?
She's in prison for fraud.
Susan B. Anthony. In prison.
Verified user in computer software.
That's a
Many
crazy
people.
first and last name.
Yeah.
Like imagine that your last name is computer software and your mother looks you in the eyes and says your first name will be verified user in. That's a beautiful name though.
There's too many good reviews to share here, but go to numeral.com. If you are a small business and you need to power your waiters and waitresses AI note takers so that they can walk up to the table with an earpiece and take an order. You know when a waiter shows up to a table of 8 with no notepad or anything, they're like, "What do you want?"
Yeah.
Okay, no pickles, no lettuce. Everyone's making all these mods and they just walk back. And then you think there's no way they get it right. And 95% of the time they don't. But the 5% you do, you're like, damn, that is a career waiter.
Yep.
But the new game is you give them an AI note taker earpiece or just like have a microphone so that Firefly's AI can listen to everyone's orders. And then so you can go back and act like you're a boss. When you're powering your restaurant and you're mining Bitcoin, have you seen this? The portable nuclear reactor?
No.
Radiant. I'm pretty sure this company has raised, this is an insane website, but you can now have a portable nuclear reactor. Let's see Radiant's funding. They've raised over 300 million in a new round. They raised $165. Yeah. So these guys are
Wow.
insane.
That's the real deal. So these guys have raised like at least 550 million to date, probably, if that's their
Yep.
Series D. This is crazy. Wait, when was this company started?
Should we reserve one?
Let's reserve one.
Let's see. When did Radiant started in, shout out Gemini, 2019. Only 7 years old.
Wow.
Yep. Portable
Pretty good.
nuclear.
Should we I noticed that you looked at one. There were like 50 new YC startups that launched today. Should we go through a bunch of them?
Yeah. Oh, let's do it.
Let's do this. Y Combinator. All right, the most recent one, General Legal, is the AI native law firm for commercial contracting. Their attorneys save you thousands per contract, turn contracts in hours, not days, and provide practical real-time guidance. Good.
Anything? Wait, don't you need this? Wait, we can't speak about it. Chris is in a major lawsuit.
Major.
We can't talk about it, but hopefully the people you're suing aren't using general
We're suing
legal.
a state. That's true. We're actually suing a state. That's good. We'll talk about it after we win. Yeah, I do need this. Actually just this morning I paid like a $10,000 legal bill. Shout out.
Damn.
So I get those bills like every week now. It's fun.
Nice.
General Legal is the AI native law firm for commercial contract. Interesting. So this is like, I presume, if you are just doing kind of simple documents, like sales contracts, I'm guessing, You can reach out to these guys at founders@general.legal. It looks like. Interesting. Okay.
Can we just beg all these people to sponsor us? Please, General Legal, please.
Please do it. Every manufactured part needs a 2D drawing, and mechanical engineers have to spend hours making them. This seems cool. So your favorite vacuum cleaner, we got the video. By the way, I will say it is. I am mostly opposed to all of these hyper overproduced, over engineered launch videos. It is very helpful if you're scrolling and you're very quickly trying to understand what they do. But my nitpick on these, let me see this one again.
Traditional law firms.
This one's more chill. They don't even have a good mic.
Yeah, but I think like 2 minutes is too long for launch video.
It should be a minute most,
or less.
But my question is one person making all of these? Because why do they all have this exact same font? I mean, like, oh wow.
Oh, we're getting linked out. Okay, they don't have one. This one.
See, it's all the same. You just. Oh, okay. This is good. This is good.
We're into this. Very.
Oh wait, I thought he was gonna kick him.
All right, we're gonna. You get a live like very ad AI. You
Let's
get a
rate
live
launch
like
videos
on your launch videos.
AI compliance.
We should start. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through all the founders and we're gonna see who follows me, and if any of them follow me, we're gonna like the video.
Yep. Excuse me.
Oh, follow us on X, please. I don't know why we don't have more followers there. It's kind of embarrassing.
Wait, go up to Doe, because these guys must be really good if they don't even care about a launch video.
Doe is the Claude cowork for professionals. Doe Labs bring the powers of a large team to the hands of a single person, from surfacing user insights to spinning up complex financial models and spreadsheets. So they kind of do everything. Hey, he follows me. Huge fan of Doe. We love Doe. Adrian follows me on X. We couldn't be bigger supporters of. I like that their name is Doso. That's legit.
We got to rate these.
Job done. This is very. I like this site. This is very. What site does this remind you of? Look at this site, and then Manus just got bought for $2 billion. They're like the new Manus, I think. Is this right?
What Manus?
Meta.
Damn.
So Doe is going one prompt, job done. Doe connects your tools, executes tasks, delivers results, the new way to work. Manus just says, what can I do for you? But I think their use cases are going to be pretty similar. But I do like, I mean, listen, I don't know if these guys are just trying to get bought by Meta for $2 billion, but either way, it's smart to just go after a recently acquired company. Everybody should be building like the new Scale AI, the new Manus, like go down the list and just build one that's not owned by Meta.
Hold on, I have some breaking news. Before we continue, did you see Kalshi giving away free groceries?
No, what's going on?
Okay, so I don't know what is going on with these companies. So let me pull this up. Kalshi tweeted, and the founder also posted. Maybe you know what's going on.
I know very little things that are going on.
So they say, this was yesterday, they say, F it. Free groceries for everyone tomorrow at noon, which is today. I guess it already happened at the West Side Market. Let's see. Kalshi free groceries.
Why were they giving away free groceries?
I have no idea, and it's about to get a lot.
Donnie socialism grocery store attempt, or is this like a shout out to the people that are plowing the streets and keeping the sidewalks shoveled? Hard to tell.
I have no idea what this is. Let's see. Here it is.
The doors open today. It was like Christmas all over again. This event promoted online with the tagline, F it, free groceries for everyone by Kalshi. So I had to find out, what is Kalshi? Well, they're being a little cagey with me, but it's a prediction-based betting plan.
So
how do they not know what Kalshi is? Kalshi is a huge sponsor of Raised and Confused. Kalshi.com. Go lose 50,000. Who gives a shit?
they literally said free groceries. Here's the craziest part, and this just popped up on my feed. Kalshi's doing this. They're being cute. Free groceries. Go to this market. Poly Market says, fuck it. We're opening our own grocery store. It's New York's first free grocery store. We signed the lease and we donated $1 million to Food Bank. Okay, so at first I was like, is this cannot be real? But then you scroll down and they keep giving more and more context. We donated to this food bank. It's fully stocked, no purchase required. Free groceries, free markets, built for the people. How does this help Polymarket's users? It helps the city. I don't understand. Is this a meme? It's real. We broke ground with construction. This is insane. Imagine like imagine like getting DraftKings tomatoes. This is the future that we live in. You are going to go to the grocery store, get free food, and then have to wager on a football game to pay for them. If this parlay doesn't hit, if you placed a parlay in the past 2 hours, you look shocked. That you genuinely look like you're giving up.
This has such 2020 ramp versus Brex vibes, the Kalshi versus Polymarket wars. Okay, this is I don't know how else to say this. I've said it before. We need to clip this out. I'm going to send it to the CEOs of both. Shane at Polymarket, whomever the Kalshi CEO, I forget her name, is.
Luana,
Tarek, and Shane. I don't mean to make a big deal out of this, but the Raised and Confused team recently went mega viral on YouTube. Okay, we have 9,000 views on a short that we just put up. I mean, we're talking this post right here has 3 million views. That's nothing. Okay, we've got 9,000 over on YouTube. We are going to accept one of you as a sponsor, but not the other. There can only be one prediction market on this little ticker down below. It's going to be a ticker once we fill it up. And so we are going to accept one of you as our sponsor for 2026. The other one's left in the dust. We'll have to renegotiate in 2027. Dennis, I would agree with you here that we might have a better chance with Kalshi, but can I make a counterpoint to this, if I may? Hold on. Check it out. Should I give them the follow back? Only one of these platforms follows me.
Damn.
Okay. So
I like how separated we are. Check this out. Oh, there we go.
Everybody's just smaller and smaller. Let's see if Kalshi follows any. Does Kalshi follow you?
No. I have no motion. This is nuts.
The doors open.
I don't get how is everyone giving away free groceries? Let's see why.
I will say, here's the thing. Let's let this run and we'll say some good things over it before I say something that's truthful and terrible.
Okay.
I mean, these we're going to put it this way. The same person that is looking for free groceries because perhaps they're down on their luck or they just want some free bananas is the same type of person that's going to go lose 20 grand in a bender on Polymarket or Kalshi. We can clip that part out when we send them the thing. Don't send them that. But
so they're going, yo, Zoran, we see you. We want you to support us. It's a feud.
This is very true. If you can convince Gen Z, if you can convince people like Kevin to bet on the weather in Philadelphia, look, Kevin can't afford a book, okay? And he lost $97,000 last week on a women's softball parlay. Okay.
Again, we are the first podcast to not only do regular sponsorships, but anti-sponsorships. So if you sponsor us, you tell us who your competitors are, and we go and just shit on them as hard as we can. We'll spread misinformation about them. Anti-sponsor. Okay. Now I'm not going to do it for Polymarket or Kalshi because the verdict is still out on who exactly we're working with. But here's an example. So let me share this.
Yep.
These people are literally stealing your money. They're going to give you a shitty employee. You're going to pay them a ton of money. They're going to give you a shitty person. Do not use them. They're horrible. That's what we call an anti-sponsor. Shout out Hire Overseas.
Let's just say, as an example, this is the kind of content that you're going to get by paying the Raised and Confused guys a few $1,000s a day for sponsorship. Let's say that Polymarket pulls through and they say, we're going to sponsor Raised and Confused. The next segment might look something like this, where we spend 2.5 hours just checking.
Nice.
Right? We're just trying to see, okay, but we could go deeper. We're going to go through their entire executive team. We're going to go through all their investors. We're going to find something. And if Kalshi wants to sponsor, we'll throw Polymarket in there. It's up to you guys.
The choice is yours. Yeah.
So I tagged them on X. So everybody in the chat, in my latest posts, you need to go like that and say, these guys are on a generational run of searching Kalshi in the Epstein files. Go put that in the comments.
Please, we should hold sponsors for ransom and just pull up the Epstein library and keep putting keywords in. We're gonna search it. Send the money now, or else we're gonna search it on live. There's thousands of people watching. Okay, we gotta get through these.
Okay.
After that,
are we back to
I had to share that. The prediction market grocery store wars. Let me get this right. Okay, perfect. We can't make the window any bigger. Okay. So these guys, if you're in engineering, you know that you need to draw something on a sticky note before you do anything. These guys are printing it on the sticky note ASAP. And the best part about this launch is that Lewis doesn't have an X account.
Dude, I'm so bullish on this. I've seen some launches where neither founder has a SpaceX account. You guys are locked in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or you're just completely clueless. You know what? Actually, they should sign up. They should sign up to go follow @RaisedConfused on X, SpaceX.
45-second launch video. See, here we go. And this is good. See, these guys didn't spend $1 million. This is just their boy with like an iPhone 15.
But they rented a house on the beach. This is kind of funny. I literally know exactly where they filmed this because I've been to the house exactly above that spot, and it's owned by a YC founder. So I think
they had to rent a house for this.
They could have just gone to the beach, but I think that these guys, if I'm thinking of the right team, I think that they were working out of this hacker house that's like right on the beach right there. And they probably like walked down and filmed it.
So they're building AI compliance officers to check ads to make sure that you don't get canceled or sued. So
this is good, but if you sponsor with Raised and Confused, we're not going to use this, to be clear.
Yeah.
We're going to get everybody sued a little bit. It's going to be fun though.
Are you an aircraft technician? Chris, you were an aircraft technician for a couple years, I believe in 2012.
Yeah, from 2012 through 2018, I was an aircraft technician. I worked on mostly the Boeing 777, 747. I worked on some 727s. I worked on some 911s. And I actually got fired from Boeing for making that joke on the factory floor. But yeah, it was a good 6-year run.
So I bet you wish you had Zimbly because they double productivity for aircraft technicians. Right now, technicians lose half their day to admin and troubleshooting instead of working on it. So they're automating the busy work. And here's what you were saying.
Oh God, these guys are crushing it.
No X accounts for any of them.
Give them a like. Give them a like.
We
They
like
deserve
anyone
it.
who doesn't have an X account.
Or their like YC group partner was just too lazy to like look them up and find them on X. But you know, either way.
And see, 109, good runtime. Oh, do you want your YC funding in stable coins? Take it. Don't take cash. Get stable coins. Get USDC instead of cash.
It's weird. I mean, it's not weird if they want to sponsor, but it's weird.
AI guidance for physical work. Desk jobs will get replaced.
Wait, this is a YC partner. This is just a request. Oh, these are all requests for startups. Got it.
I see.
Okay.
Another wearable. Do you have an Oura Ring or a Whoop or any of those things? Apple Watch?
No.
Me neither.
I was gonna come up with something clever, but then I wasn't sure if you had one. I was gonna say no, I'm not an idiot, and then I wasn't sure if you were gonna be like, check out my Whoop score.
I hate those things.
This is an important rant. Most of the people, not all of the people, but a lot of the people who are like running around with a Garmin watch and an Apple Watch and a Whoop, and they have like blood dripping out of their arm into some test tube that they're going to send into a lab, and they're drinking Brian Johnson's olive oil every morning for breakfast, and they're chugging Kirkland coconut water. Kirkland, big sponsor of the live stream. They're just terrible people. It's like, you don't need to fix your health, fix your fucking attitude. Start there.
I just do not ever see a way in which I feel better about wearing these things, because, okay, you sleep good. When you sleep well, you wake up, you go, man, I feel great. I slept so well last night. And if your Whoop says you slept great, you're like, let's go. But 90% of the time, it's going to say you just slept okay, or you slept pretty well, but you could have slept better. And then you go, what the fuck? What did I do wrong?
Right.
And so you just end up feeling worse. So these people are making another one. If you have a horrible attitude and you're rude to people and you don't do anything fun, you'll probably want this product. It automatically tracks strength and training for people focused on longevity. 44-minute-second, launch video with no crazy cuts or text on the screen, just people talking.
Sizes.
Yeah.
They crushed it with the likes on their launch though.
Damn.
Hey, go here's the thing about launches. Oh, we already covered the cattle company.
Yep, cattle company. They
likes.
really crushed it.
They really crushed it. I think it was the Australian accent or the New Zealand accent.
It was, do you need to track your head?
Your head.
I like this one. Ghost Eyes, built by ex-attackers. This guy literally attacked me in the streets.
Yeah.
Where am I? What
I don't know.
Did I just bail out?
What in the Epstein trying to kill us both is fucking happening here?
Is this Starlink?
Might be. It's probably glitching out.
AI phishing. So
ghosteye.ai is a great domain.
did you see this on your timeline before speed reading?
Mm-hmm.
I like how they just used it. You didn't see this?
No.
Oh man. No, this is epic. So the
reading quickly thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they just used this concept for their launch video, which was probably like 50 cents in AI credits. And they have a great name.
Uh-huh.
Is that it? I think that might be it. Yep. That's all there is for now.
Okay. Well, we'll go through a new set of launch videos on Thursday because I'm sure there's going to be a bunch more. I think we have a reasonably good shot of getting SpaceX as a sponsor. A lot of people haven't heard of this company, so I'll kind of try to break this down a little bit. There's a guy named Elon Musk. He's most of you haven't heard about him, but he was one of the founders of X, who then was part of the PayPal merger. So PayPal is how you pay Indonesian taxi drivers in foreign countries, and how you also pay for criminal activities over the internet before Bitcoin was invented. Okay. So he invents this thing called PayPal. Anyways, he's been building rocket ships, I think, in his basement for a little bit. And he just bought the platform X, which is owned by XAI, that used to be called Twitter. And they are now a big sponsor of the stream because we are all 1099 contractors for SpaceX in our creator payouts. So big shout out to our new overlords, Gwen Shotwell, Elon, the whole SpaceX team. We're going to put you in the ticker down below as a sponsor. It's $50,000 a month. And we're excited to have you as part of the team.
This is what I imagine people in that room, and this is what I imagine 90% of your conversations sound like as an exited founder. Let's see here. And you can tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
So what's your goal? Do you want 10 times what you have?
I want to own 10,000 companies. I own 400 right now. And I have a private equity firm that's now racking up every week new companies.
Is it real estate stuff or what's the?
Private equity, everything.
Okay.
I want to own companies in every single industry. 10 years from now, I want to be the entrepreneur's economist. I want to understand every facet of business in every industry, period.
So that's the 10-year goal?
That's in the wealth category.
So what's your goal? Do you want 10 times what you have?
So this guy said, I think about this exchange on a weekly basis. It's like Key and Peele, but they're being completely serious.
Chris Corner's the man. Shout out to Chris.
It's just private equity, new companies every week. And then Ty Lopez. Do you know who Ty Lopez is?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know who this scam artist is, but Ty Lopez is currently in jail, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, the whole thing blew up.
Damn. That's tough because this was maybe, he looks rough now. He probably is in jail because back when this came out here in my garage, just got this new Lamborghini here. But you know what's more important than this Lamborghini? Knowledge. That's why I care more about this bookshelf than my Lamborghini. I know this video, I feel like almost word for word, but he looks rough now, and he's talking to this guy who wants to own 10,000 companies. Poor Ty Lopez.
Poor Ty Lopez. This is the latest on Ty. For those of you who are not following this, this is a website that you don't ever want to end up on.
Oh,
SEC criminal indictment site. Taino, Adrian Lopez, some other people who we definitely can't pronounce. This was like fall of 2025, it's just a couple months ago. They got indicted on a $112 million Ponzi scheme.
Holy shit.
Like rolling up Pier 1 Imports, Dress Barn, Radio Shack, all these shitcos, and then promising 25% annualized returns. And I think that they're all going to go to jail for a really long time now.
Holy shit. Rip Ty Lopez. F's in the chat for Ty Lopez.
Or W's in the chat for Ty Lopez going to jail.
The good news is Ty Lopez is not in the Epstein library. I just searched his name.
Oh, that's good.
So that's good. So how accurate is that for conversations that you have?
In terms of, well, I think I try hard to avoid spending tons of time with mentally retarded criminals. It does happen from time to time. Every once in a while, somebody sneaks in there. But I mean, yeah, if somebody's talking about like, I'm going to create 10,000 companies, these are generally going to be really shitty companies. Like the amount of time that it takes to spin up a new company is astronomical. And clearly nobody knows who this guy is. So if you're talking about, you know, I think like in Berkshire Hathaway's entire portfolio, there's like 170 companies. Maybe there's a lot of subsidiaries there, right? You know, if you look at like now SpaceX is a $1 trillion plus entity, there's like a handful of companies in there. Even the companies that professionally acquire companies, like what he's talking about, micro private equity, like the Constellation Softwares of the world, do not have 10,000 separate brands after decades in business. So seems like a good way to lose a lot of money. But you know, good for him.
There's one video that I watch every morning. Do you have any quotes or videos or things that you watch like every morning or every week or every month that keep you motivated?
No, I mostly go on YouTube and I rewatch old shorts of you and I talking. You know,
Nice.
I go to
Is
YouTube,
that on?
I
Is
follow
that on
Raised and Confused, and I just
YouTube?
play shorts of us talking about sales tax and hiring over and over and over.
Let's see. I found it. Have you ever heard of the guy Luke Belmar?
No.
Okay, so he's one of these guys making $1 trillion on courses, and he pretty much acts like a Giga Chad. Wait, this is a good one. So,
yeah, positive. We need positive affirmations.
Window. Can I share this? Yeah. So this is something that I watch every single morning.
Earning so much money because it's easy. How is it easy to make money though? Because a lot of our viewers out there are striving for money. The problem is they're striving. You strive for air. I don't strive. The money comes to me. Why? Because you become the type of person that attracts money. How? Position yourself in the right rooms. Read the right books. Think the right thoughts. Develop the right framework.
So yeah.
That is
think the right thoughts, develop the right frameworks, put yourself in the right rooms. What percent of rich
are we in
people,
the right room?
What percent of rich people actually talk like that, like realistically?
I think very few.
Yeah.
I think it is a weird thing where there's like this you know, like level of stupidity that people that buy a lot of these courses, like I don't know, there's just like there's certain like keywords and phrases that are like so triggering to the mind that you like
frameworks,
debit card, and you fucking spend the last $8 in your checking account either betting on the Bulls to win on Kalshi, or you go and you buy this guy's course and you learn nothing.
If you say frameworks, you can make a ton of money.
If you just take your hands and you just keep saying the paradigms are shifting, right? That's good, I think.
One more thing on prediction markets, because we cannot get, I mean, nobody gets sick of these. I told you about the Brian Armstrong Coinbase earnings call, where Brian, at the end of the earnings call, was like, oh, by the way, for all the people on Polymarket, and then he rattled off a million words that were on there.
Yeah, this is good.
Did you see this? This is Trevor Noah speaking at some big event. I don't know if it's an award show or what this was, but listen to this.
This was the Grammys, I think.
Welcome back to the Grammys. Potato. If you had me saying potato on Polymarket, you just made a ton of money. So congratulations, Noah_22, whoever that is. Welcome back to the
How crazy is that?
That's legit. I love it.
Potato. And this was someone before who said, "Can you please include potato as an option on this list?"
It is. His screen name is Trev Noah.
There's got to be a secret account.
Oh man, that's amazing. This is just going to keep happening more and more. But at some point, it's going to, at some point, it's going to get to like where everybody's just sneaking in words. Like somebody had us saying alligator on this stream. So somebody in the chat just won $500 because they just said alligator. But if I say it 3 times and they lose the money, so I'm not going to say that again. But at some point, it's just going to get to like, people are going to become so obsessed with these quick hits, like winning $500, $5,000, $50,000, $100,000 on these like last second Hail Mary, people saying X at the Super Bowl or at the Grammys or on television or in a press conference. Pretty soon it's going to be like, Donald Trump is going to be like, oh, I get like $5 million if I nuke Iran today. I'm just going to do it. It's a free $5 million.
Right.
And it's going to actually start creating some real life problems for us.
But in the meantime, enjoy your free groceries.
Enjoy your free groceries. Sponsored by Polymarket. We love Polymarket. It's actually the world's largest prediction market. And I was trying to go to their site and read some shit so that I sounded smart, but it's just all prediction stuff. So now I can't do an ad read for them.
Polymarket, Pizza Tracker, sponsored by Pizza Tracker. I wonder if Maltbook is sponsored by anybody yet. Let me go on to it. I wouldn't be surprised if Maltbook is sponsored by. Oh, that's a really cool hat.
Like thanks. Really this is. I don't even know who makes this. Oh, I guess it's a Polymarket hat. Yeah, I don't know. Looks good.
Okay, so I just got sources in. This episode is brought to you by Polymarket. Polymarket lets you trade on real world outcomes, not vibes. Will the Fed cuts rate this year? Oh, this is horrible. I had ChatGPT come up with a Polymarket ad read, and ChatGPT is so bad at writing. If you're using ChatGPT to come up with LinkedIn posts or emails, you are an idiot. There's a new, you can tell someone's IQ now by how obviously they're like sending stuff or posting stuff that is ChatGPT, because it just sounds so bad. But
all right, here's Grok's. This is good. Listen up, you beautiful degenerates. You sitting there doom scrolling X at 3 a.m. thinking you know what's coming next. You don't. But on Polymarket, you can get paid for being right. Polymarket, the world's largest prediction market, where your conspiracy theories, hot takes, and your I bet Elon does what on Mars fever dreams turn into actual dollars in your wallet. This is pretty good.
That's really good.
And it keeps going. Will the government shut down again before your next therapy session? 68% yes, and you can buy that certainty for pennies. Will SpaceX IPO and become the largest ever in 2026? The crowd screaming 88%. Are you brave enough to face the hive mind and get wrecked or rich? Bitcoin mooning past 200K? Fed cutting rates into oblivion? Will Spain win the 2026 World Cup, or does Messi pull off another miracle? Every chaotic corner of reality is tradable right now. Pretty good.
That's really good. But one of my issues with LLMs in general is that they all kind of sound like theater kids. Like that one was really good. Besides will the government shut down before your next therapy session? They always add these little quirky things to the speech where it's like, dude, if someone said that to me in real life, I'd assume that you were in theater.
Right.
But
let's have okay.
Can you do Grok do an anti-ad read for Polymarket just so we can go back to neutral to make sure that we're good on
write a podcast ad. Should it be bashing Polymarket?
I literally just said do an anti-ad read and it should give you a good one. And in the meantime, I'm going to talk about Project Genie by Google DeepMind. I'm sure you guys saw this. You can do whatever you want. You can put characters inside worlds. Okay, I need to get another Starlink. I will say the Starlink internet is usually really good.
Oh, this is pretty good. This anti-ad read is quite good.
Let's hear it.
Polymarket isn't Should I take off the hat so we're not? We're just. Should I?
Oh,
Can
here.
this be sponsored by Numeral? Is this safe if this is a sponsored by Numeral content?
I'm gonna pull up Kalshi and we'll send him this clip.
All right. Polymarket isn't a prediction market. It's a casino with extra steps, a glitchy Oracle scam dressed up as a decentralized wisdom and a liquidity vacuum that farms your money while whales and insiders print. Did you lose $2,500 because an AI sued its own creator 2 days after the market opened? That happened. Platform resolved yes, like it was obvious. Rules? What rules? I mean, this is just shit talking all prediction markets, though. So this is unusable.
Okay, let's cut that part out.
You guys
Because
didn't hear that.
since we're not live anymore, I need to tell you I've been going through some serious financial trouble. I had to sell all my books just to scrape by on rent.
Oh my
You
God,
told me
that's
that
terrible.
you told me we could get a prediction market sponsor, and we still
I
haven't.
did. I thought we would get one by now. It's actually fucking insane that one of these companies is not spending millions of dollars on this stream.
One of
Numeral
these
is.
behemoths. Okay, did you see Project Genie?
No.
I need to. Okay, it was. Let's see. This is the best example I can find. So, Project Genie by Google DeepMind essentially allows you to upload a photo, and here we go.
So Google's kind of what they're like Yahoo, but they do AI.
Google is so it's they make their biggest success was Google Plus on YouTube when you had to change your YouTube username from anything you wanted to Google Plus and connect your Google Plus account. And then you would make circles with your friends. Do you remember this? This was like the biggest social network of all time.
Yeah, I think I
everyone
remember
loved
these
it.
days.
Yeah, Google Plus was goated. So this is the same company. I guess they must have pivoted into something else. But so of course, Google, first of all, take a hint from YC, 2-minute launch video, and it's not stimulating enough. Again, it's a prompt thing. You type in the environment and the character that you want, and then you can create a world. And so I'm confused what people are really, it's like a video game creator, essentially. You can like walk around in it and see this person is, and so how long are you going to do this? You do it for 1 minute. Okay. And then you walk around, you're like, oh, it's essentially Sora video creation, but now video games. It's being taken to the next level. Be any character, do anything you want. And then so people are, this was my favorite probably. Discarded pack of cigarettes in the subway station, and you can roam around.
Like, we fucking get it. Who on the marketing team was like, yeah, maybe if we make it a fucking pack of cigarettes going around the tube, that'll show them what's up. Jesus.
Yeah, it's lit.
Oh, hell yeah. We got raised and confused.
Let's
Kevin's running
go.
YouTube now. Let's
Dude,
go.
the first chat on YouTube, Mr. Runyon, Mr. Run Oneian.
When you go to lunch, just hit autoplay on all of our videos.
Yes, please.
Good. Oh, good. We are presence display. Very good. That makes me happy. Yeah, we don't know. I've never heard of this YouTube company. I think that they're a promising upstart, though. So we decided to give them a shot.
Oh man, I want to. Next time we'll.
So Project Genie, yeah. What's the point?
Next time we'll experiment with it a little bit, and I can't click around because my computer breaks. Okay. But again, exactly, it's like maybe we are in a bubble. I see stuff like this, and I'm like, cool. People are now going to vibe code video games, and that's about all you get.
Well, the good news is we got a lot of views on this one.
Oh God, guys! The more views we get, the paler I get.
It just gets worse and worse.
The worse my background will look.
Please, for the love of God, Kalshi or Polymarket, give us 10 grand a month so that Kevin can get a spray tan.
Please. Help me. Last thing on Claudebot, and we promise you guys can sponsor us so that we never talk about topics either. We are
Ooh, that's
open to
good.
censorship for money. Okay. A lot of people are against censorship. We're happy to not talk about anything you want if you pay us, including Claudebot, because I don't want to talk about it anymore. This guy, Michael Chomsky, everyone's going crazy over Claudebot. He tweets and he said, hey, if you're in San Francisco, let me know. I'm going to bike over to your house on a Lime bike and set up the Claudebot on your computer. And he has started raking money. So they do this remotely. They do it in person. And apparently he's been going crazy.
This is awesome.
His prices are pretty cool.
How does he price it?
So your boy Sean Purry, this guy was probably in your neighborhood, Sam Parr, too. He prices it. He will bring you a Mac Mini and everything you need, set it up, or you can provide your own remote setup. And then if you want support, it's $250 a month.
Huh.
And he's raking in the dough. Now they're in over 15 cities in Europe and the US and even the Middle East.
Set up OpenClaw, rent my. Interesting. So he's kind of going for like a Peter Levels, bunch of different businesses. He's got this like rent my header thing. It's interesting. Yeah, it looks like he got like tons of demos for this.
Find creators who want sponsorships, book headers, posts, bio links, and minutes. Pay with one click. Yeah, he's doing the Peter level. I've seen so many people do this now.
Mm-hmm.
And I was thinking there should be drug dealers building in public. Because Peter Levels has... What?
You got to go to go to Levels. Yeah.
Levels.io. So how Peter Levels has the revenue in his bio, and I was thinking drug dealers should do this with Coke, $20K a month, weed, $10K. Okay. So Chris's internet, dude, you're literally being shut down.
It's crazy.
Anyways, we got to end stream. They're coming after us.
Coming after us big. It's crazy. We'll edit the multiple times that both of us got dropped out. We're going to edit some books in. We're going to edit my books out. Actually, what we're going to do, take all the books above me, put them on Kevin's, keep my shelves empty, and then we got a banger of an episode.
Once I bring my Kumon awards, you won't be doing too much talking.
Yeah, 100%.
Do your kids do Kumon?
No, we haven't taught them to speak or write. We don't want them talking back. You know?
So, okay, that's it. Because I just bought Kumon. It's one of my 10,000 companies that my private equity is rolling up. $600 to $650 million in 1 year.
Everyone's trying to be higher.
Everyone's trying to franchise Burger King's. Jersey Mike. Well, Jersey Mike's is owned by Blackstone now, so you ain't getting shit.
Right.
Oh, now we're backwards because I dropped. Wait, we got to fix that. There we go.
Okay, I think we go out the way we started. Hey, I think that was a great episode today.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I liked the part where Restream kicked you out 4 times. That was good.
Were you able to stay in the stream? Was it just me getting kicked out?
Yeah, I was just streaming, and then I started reading Bible verses every time you dropped.
Oh.
We got through like half of Deuteronomy.
Okay, let me ask, what were some of your favorite parts of this stream?
I had to check and make sure we're still live. Thank you all, first of all, for being here again. I liked the part where we
actually screw that. Let's act like you're firing me from this angle because it's more intimate.
Yeah. Listen, this obviously has been a pleasure in many ways. In many ways, it hasn't. And I think that having you as a co-host has been more hassle than what it's worth. And actually, I think I would just rather talk to my camera, Tim Dillon style, for 2 hours every Tuesday and Thursday. So we're going to end your employment with Raised and Confused. We're going to give you severance in the form of SpaceX stock.
Don't do this. Stop. No.
I like my monitor is so fucking far behind me. I can't even. I'm just like literally talking out a window. It's good.
No, yeah, I'm talking to a wall too.
Anyway, no, I think. Listen, the next sponsor that comes in, Kevin's gonna get a raise.
Come on, please. I need it.
Well, we covered a lot. We also covered. I think all the most important things. We got the Houston. What was it? The Houston
Boat Show.
The Houston Boat Show. We got SpaceX. We got all the new YC companies. We covered the Forbes 30 under 30 fraud.
The grocery store.
Maltbot, Claudebot, Lobsterbot. We covered VCs who are in bed with Epstein. We covered it all.
And the one thing we didn't cover, I promise this is the last thing. Lego Crocs. We wearing these.
We out here. Is this I thought those were like made by Mischief. Like Lego actually produced those.
I mean, it's drama alert. If you trust DJ Killer Keemstar, apparently.
I do. More than CNN, more than MSNBC, more than Fox News. At drama alert.
Dudes are gonna say that they spend sponsor money wisely and then buy these after the first check comes in. But what are the sales tax on these? Is it a Lego?
I don't know. Is it a slipper? Is it a shoe? It's probably all different. Is it a sandal?
Shout out.
Is it a
Numeral.
collector's item?
Go to Numeral to find out. Are you curious what tax category something is under?
Dude,
Stop wondering. Oh man, this is epic. Hold on. Okay, this is actually the last thing. Promise. Look how epic that is. The thumbnail.
It's so good.
All right. We need to save some ammo for Thursday.
All right. Go to numeral.com. Go to higheroverseas.com. They love us. We love them. If you want us to come speak at your corporate event, it's $75,000 each. And we will show up wearing numeral hats.
We're gonna do ad reads on stage. Hit us up.
Until next time.